So these right here are some of the healthiest, best tasting cookies I've ever had. I've got my high protein peanut butter chocolate chip, my double chocolate chip, and my classic chocolate chip cookies. All made healthy vegan style. No oil, no wheat, no refined sugar, and no rice. They don't even contain flour. And today, I'm going to show you how to make your own. All right, so today we're going to be making 3 kinds of delicious, healthy cookies. We're going to make our classic chocolate chip, a double chocolate chip, as well as a high protein peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. Let's talk about these healthy ingredients we're going to be using. Our base is going to be made with chickpeas. We're going to have some cashew butter. We're going to have some dates, some baking soda, some vanilla, and some date sweetened chocolate chips. And these are the ingredients. Now, these ingredients are so much more healthy than a traditional cookie that has a refined wheat and a refined sugar and all those kind of things. But this is going to make delicious cookies. Believe it or not, I'm about to show you. Let's get started. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is get all my ingredients minus my chocolate chips into my food processor. I'm just going to set these aside and fold them in later. But right now, everything else goes in the processor. So I like to start with blending the chickpeas, dates, and nut butter along with the vanilla and water nice and smooth before adding the baking soda and giving it another quick mix. Now that way the baking soda won't be overly processed. All right, so now I've done all my blending and I have the batter to the consistency that I want it here. So now at this point, you could do one of two things. You could remove this from the processor and put it in a bowl and then fold in your chocolate chips and go from there. I just put it right into the food processor. I just leave it here and just dump my chocolate chips. And remember, you can always adjust the amount of chocolate chips that you use to suit your own taste. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is get my cookie dough onto the baking sheet and into the oven. Now, I like to use a scoop to do this. It just keeps things uniform and a little less messy. You could use a spoon though. The scoop that I'm using has a capacity of 3 tablespoons. So that's what I'm using. If you wanted to use the same scoop as me for the same measurement, 3 tablespoons is what I'm using for this scoop. Now, I prefer to make the cookies in a dome shape, but you can flatten them if you prefer because they won't spread while they're baking. Okay, so I've got them on the pan. I'm going to put them in the oven and give them a quick bake. While they're baking, we're going to put together our chocolate chip peanut butter high protein cookies. Okay, so for our second cookie, we're going to make some high protein peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Absolutely delicious. This might be my favorite of the 3. Okay, so now our ingredients are going to mostly be the same, but there are a couple of differences here. One, we're going to use navy beans this time instead of the chickpeas. Now, both are super healthy, but navy beans are super high in lutein and in protein and iron, so I love navy beans. And the taste is about the same as chickpeas as far as them being a mild tasting bean, so they work perfectly for this. We're going to use some dates again, some baking soda, vanilla. We're going to use our date sweetened chocolate chips. Now the things we're going to change, we use cashew butter for our first cookies. Now we're going to use peanut butter for the peanut butter chocolate chip, obviously. We're going to add some protein powder. Of course, this is my complement protein powder. You've seen this before. This is the protein powder that I take daily to get more protein because I am super active and I am over 40 and I do work out. So those things tend to make me feel like protein supplementation is a good thing for me. So I supplement. And of course, it's with this because it's the cleanest protein powder out there. I always say that, the cleanest with the best amino acid profile. I mean, you just can't beat the Complement brand. There'll be a description there'll be a link in the descriptions below. So if you want to check out this protein powder and look at it for yourself, research it. If you're thinking about a protein powder, this is the best one. If you're already taking it, then you already know. All right, so these are the things we're going to use to make these high protein peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Let's put them together. Already went over the ingredients we're going to use. Keep in mind with the protein powder, as I said, there's a link in the description below, but I forgot to mention, if you decide to make a purchase for the protein powder, the supplements, or any products that Complement has, you can also get a discount if you use code HEALTHYVEGAN. Use code HEALTHYVEGAN and get a discount. All right, so we're going to start with our navy beans. Okay, so just like the first cookies, I'm starting by adding the beans, dates, nut butter, vanilla, and some water, and then blending that until the mixture is nice and smooth. Then I'm going to add my protein powder. Now it's important that you make sure that the protein powder you use is unflavored and unsweetened. Okay, so now we've got our batter mix. Just going to fold in my chocolate chips again. Okay, and in go the chocolate chips, and I'm going to use the same scoop that I used for the earlier cookies as well. Okay, now I'm going to get the second batch of cookies in the oven also. All right, and now for our third cookie, we're going to make a double chocolate chip cookie. So we're going to have a base that's chocolate as well as chocolate chips. So our ingredients are going to be the same as before: the chickpeas, the dates, the baking soda, the vanilla, cashew, butter there, date sweetened chocolate chips, and then we're going to add some powder, some chocolate powder, and that will make our double chocolate cookies. Let's put them together. All right, and once again, we're going to blend our base ingredients until smooth. Then we're adding our cocoa powder because these are going to be double chocolate this time, and we're going to blend it again. Now, once our batter is ready, we'll add our chocolate chips and then scoop our cookies onto a baking sheet to get them into the oven. Our third and final batch of cookies, let's get them in the oven. All right, here we go. All three cookies done, completed, and smelling and looking good. I got my high protein peanut butter chocolate chip, my double chocolate chip, and the classic chocolate chip. All delicious. I've had them all before, and I can tell you, you'll absolutely love them. Made with beans, but you would never know it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe below. All three are absolutely delicious. You got to make these. You'll love them. Thanks for watching. All right, if you're new to my channel and you're wondering how to find the recipes, look below the video and tap on the word more, and you'll see the beginning of the recipe. Tap on the word more a second time and you'll see the full recipe, and then you can begin to make your own. Thanks for watching.